One amazing feature of the Dolly Rocker is its ability to stretch the muscles and the joints. This is a very unique feature of our all-in-one home gym. And so the first muscle we're going to demonstrate is the hamstring stretch. So Noah, go ahead and do that for me. So he's leaning into the Dolly Rocker to get the hamstring stretch as the Dolly Rocker slides out. By having it in Dolly mode, he can get a very smooth stretch. It's really important. I'm glad that happened. You should always have your body part in the middle of the Dolly Rocker for stability, okay? And then he can also get different variances of the hamstrings. There's 3 hamstring muscles, and they cross the knee joint and they go all the way up into the hip, back of the hip. And so go ahead and bring it in, Noah. And then try this variance. Come and go that way. And then lean into it. See how that feels a little different?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
The little extra, like, to really roll into it.
Yeah. So there's inner, outer, middle hamstring muscles. So go ahead and roll it in now. And then let's go out to the side and then extend the leg out there to get that part of the hamstring. And again, lean into it. And how's that feel? A little bit different?
Yeah, yeah, you can feel as it's switching from side to side.
Exactly.
With every variation.
And then roll it in. And again, by having it in the Dolly mode, you get a really nice smooth stretch. So from there, we're going to go into a hip flexor stretch. And so to recap, he just did the hamstrings, okay, which are in the back of the leg, back of the thigh. And then we're going to do a hip flexor, which is the muscles that run in through here, okay? So go ahead and put your knee in the middle of the Dolly Rocker, okay? And then take this leg forward, yep, and then slide that leg all the way back as far as you can. Perfect. You feel that stretch?
Oh yeah, yeah, all the way through this like whole arch.
Fantastic. Okay. So, always when you're stretching, the key is to use breathing. It's very, very important. And so, do an inhale, and then on the exhale, try to get a little bit more stretch. That way he's not forcing anything, the breath is doing all the work. And so when you stretch, you should do anywhere between 3 and 6 breath cycles per area. So go ahead and come on up a little bit, all the way. Now, if you can, with your hand, grab the back of your foot, and now we're gonna do a quad stretch, and then you feel that in the quad?
Uh-huh.
And again, the quads are in the front of the thigh. So do a breath, deep breath. And on the exhale, pull that foot towards you. Feel that?
Oh yeah.
So again, it's a very smooth, powerful stretch for the quadricep muscles.
Yeah,
okay?
something I've really noticed while I'm doing it is how the wheels are allowing me to make really, really small progressive movements rather than feeling like I'm doing like little pieces at a time.
That's right.
Like it's really great at almost stopping itself and allowing for the stretching sort of full spectrum, so I don't feel like I'm gonna like at any point, you know, lose my balance and roll into some, you know, horrible split or anything like that.
Absolutely. So the other key area is in the adductor region or the groin, and so go ahead and face that way so they can see your technique. And then you're going to slide the leg out, feel a stretch. Now take a deep breath, inhale, and then on the exhale, go a little deeper. You feel that?
Yeah.
Now in this position, you can also get variances. So if you lean your body forward a little bit, see how that shifts and changes the entire stretch? Mm-hmm. So every little shift he does, he gets a different part of that muscle. And then with the breath, he gets into it a little deeper, and the Dolly Rocker allows for a very smooth, powerful stretch. Now we're going to do some flexibility work for the upper body. And so one of the strongest areas to release is up into the pec region, right in through here. Again, it gets really, really tight. We showed you earlier about how to release it with the the Dolly Rocker in the massage mode. Now we're gonna stretch it out. And so there's two ways to do it. We're gonna start a simplified way, and then we're gonna add a little bit more intensity to it. So Noah, go ahead and... So what you're gonna do is reach as far as you can. And can you start to feel that stretch in the pec?
Oh yeah, right along, especially this outer edge right in here.
And because it's in the Dolly mode, it allows for that versatility to get every angle of those muscle fibers. And so notice if you change the direction, go down a little bit, see how it changes?
Yeah.
And then when you change the direction, also reach. See how when you reach? And again, use the breathing technique. Go ahead and take a big breath in, and then on the exhale, reach. Perfect. You see how it got intensified when you did that?
Yeah.
And I'll bring it all up a little bit. And so to go to the next level of stretch, he stays in that position, but he gently tries to lift with the other hand and pushes, and you feel how that gets more intense?
Yes, yeah. It opens it up.
It opens it up a little bit more. And again, breathe. And if you want variance, come up here a little bit, and then you can go back to this way. See how that changes? It's a very powerful and effective stretch to release the both pec minor and the pec major muscles. Okay, great. Now we're going to continue the flexibility portion of the Dolly Rocker. Now, in this portion of the flexibility, we're going to have it in rocker mode. And so Noah's going to demonstrate how to release the calf muscles. And so what the advantage the Dolly Rocker has in doing it this way versus the wall is, one, it has a nice padded surface, and then the fact that it's about 12 inches away from the wall allows for him the ability to get a greater stretch. And so we can do this both in 2 feet and in 1 feet. You feeling that stretch?
I am, yeah. And something else I'm noticing is that I feel like there's so much more of a contact patch with my foot as compared to the wall, where I every minute degree I take, I feel a little bit more in it, and I feel much more control.
Fantastic. And again, the calf muscles run back through here, and it's also stretching the Achilles. We showed you earlier in the massage mode section that you can massage this area, but now we can stretch it. It's very important to do both. You can't just do one without the other.